I'm Dorothy Gale. You may remember me and my little dog Toto from a movie made some time ago, The Wizard of Oz, that magical and colorful land of the Munchkins. Many good memories.
Lollipop Kids! I'm Durkin Munchkin. I'm Merton Munchkin. And I'm T. Parson Munchkin. My friends call me TP. It stands for Talcott Parsons. I am very interested in how social order is possible, or how society remains relatively stable. After my research, I developed a theory that answers these questions. I call it functionalism. Society is more than the sum of its parts. Each part of society functions to make the whole society stable. The different parts are primarily the institutions of society, which are organized to fill different needs: government, churches, schools, and families. All parts depend on each other. For example, the government, in this case, the city of Munchkinland, provides the yellow brick road for families to travel to see the great and powerful Oz. The family pays taxes that the city depends on to maintain the road and ensure it's well cared for. When I started in the game, I began to focus on discovering the functions of human behavior. I divided human functions into two types. They are manifest functions, which are the recognized and intended consequence of any social pattern. Latent functions, which are those unrecognized and unintended consequences. By explaining these functions and their roles, I can answer this question: how and why do manifest versus latent functions produce stability? Our function is to greet and meet all new travelers who come on their way to the land of Oz looking for adventure or peace and tranquility. This adds stability to our community. Our hope is that they will have an enjoyable time and stay longer. The manifest function is they will stay longer and drop Bordeaux, which will add economic stability. The latent function is that they will return home and tell their friends and family what a marvelous city we have, what a great time they had, and will make Munchkinland their next destination or home. Another example is Dorothy's function, which was to search for adventure and see what was on the other side of the rainbow. The manifest function or consequence was she landed here out of the turmoil of the tornado. This brought stability to Dorothy and Toto. The latent function or consequence was when she landed on the Wicked Witch of the East and killed her. Yahoo! This brought stability to Munchkinland and all of its inhabitants. This situation can also explain how and why crime promotes stability and solidarity in society. Functionalism emphasizes the consensus and order that exists in society, focusing on social stability and shared public values. Disorganization in the system, such as deviant behavior, meaning the Wicked Witch of the East, needs to change because the other parts must adjust to maintain equilibrium. We had to make some difficult changes to our lives to hide from the witch and keep our families safe. When one part of the system is not working or dysfunctional, it affects all other parts and creates social problems, which leads to change. Then Dorothy kills the Wicked Witch. Ding dong, the witch is dead, the Wicked Witch is dead! Hence, Munchkinland is a democracy. Changes are made to bring stability, and what do you know? We have a method of means.
Welcome. My name is D-Man Mead. Hello, I'm Blooming Crow. Hey there, my name is Coward Cooley Lion. Have you ever wondered why the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz was seeking for brains? Well, it was very obvious he was the brains of the treacherous operation leading to Emerald City. Or why was the Tin Man in search of a heart when it was clear he is a tender, kind, and loving man from our first introduction to him? Yeah, and what about the Cowardly Lion? Before they all reached the wizard, we knew he had courage. After all, courage means acting in the face of fear, which he did. The symbolic interaction theory, in its early beginnings, came from Max Weber's early ideas that emphasized the viewpoint of the individual and how that individual relates to society. For Weber, the culmination of industrialization, rationalization, and the like results in what he referred to as the Iron Cage, in which the individual is trapped by institutions and bureaucracy. In the beginning, Dorothy was trapped by Auntie Em and Uncle Henry in a dull, humdrum life on a farm in Kansas, dreaming of somewhere over the rainbow. Times were tough, and industrialization was beginning to thwart the economic success of the family farm. The Scarecrow was trapped on a stake, surrounded by corn stalks. He was put there by the farmer, who had left for the city to earn a wage. Was long forgotten and felt unnecessary. The Tin Man is trapped in a state of paralysis by dust and rust. He was punished for falling in love with the beautiful Munchkin girl by the dictatorship of the Wicked Witch of the East. He is dependent on others to oil his tin body. The lion. Now, the lion is an interesting case. His behavior is best explained by my theory called the looking glass theory. My concept of the looking glass self states that a person's self grows out of a person's social interactions with others. The view of ourselves comes from the contemplation of personal qualities and impressions of how others perceive us. Actually, how we see ourselves does not come from who we really are, but rather from how we believe others see us. This is the case of the Cowardly Lion. He believes the other members of the jungle society see his fear as cowardly. It doesn't matter what the truth is. He believes because he is fearful, he is a coward, even though every time he faces his fear, he is brave. After taking notes from Beaver and Cooley, Mead and I developed the symbolic interaction theory. At the core is the belief that oneself develops through social interactions. The three main premises of this theory are: 1. Humans act toward things on the basis of the meaning they ascribe to those things. 2. The meaning of such things is derived from the social interaction that one has with others and the society. 3. These meanings are handled in an interpretative process used by the person in dealing with the things he or she encounters. In a nutshell, the Scarecrow, abandoned with no interaction with the farmer and seemingly of no importance, saw himself as useless. He was useless and could not support the farmer's industry. He believed he did not have a brain. The Tin Man used to be a man and was in love with a beautiful woman, but due to the Wicked Witch of the East's evil interactions, he lost his limbs and became a man of tin. His interpretation is that if he has no legs and is made out of tin, he cannot have a heart. Up they go, Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion, off to see the wizard. In the end, he will give them symbols of their needs that will satisfy their quest. For Dorothy, she thinks a hot air balloon is her way home. For the Scarecrow, a scroll for academic achievement will serve as his brain. The Tin Man receives a purple heart that signifies love and sacrifice for his heart. And the lion is awarded a gold medal symbolic of strength and courage. These symbols represented what they were looking for, even though Dorothy had the ruby slippers to take her home the whole time. The interaction she had with the Munchkins and her friends told her different.
Next, we will travel deeper into the forest to get to Emerald City, the home of the great and powerful Oz. Beware! What you are about to witness is the diabolical social interactions of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Hi, my name is Wicked Witch Homans of the West. I have a double of a plan to get power. I call it my exchange theory. My theory explains how and why power transfer occurs between class, status, and party sources. My plan to take the powerful ruby red slippers from Dorothy to gain ultimate power over the Munchkins. Here's the trick. I will convince Dorothy and her friends that I want to help them get what they want. I will build a close relationship with them. Then they will trust me. When they least expect it, I will go in for the kill and get those ruby red slippers. In the end, my reward will be the power possessed by the ruby red slippers. My victory will cost them pain and sorrow. They will have to deal with the lasting effects of their loss for a long time, and I will gain power and control over all of Munchkin Land. I would say the exchange in this social interaction is definitely in my favor. Ha 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 ha.
Oh my! Now we are at the gate of Emerald City, seeking the powerful Oz. His guard finally lets us in. Then we are escorted to the spa where we get the royal treatment, a bath, a massage, our hair fixed, and our clothes washed. Then guess what? He turns us away and tells us that if we want his help, we must bring him the broom of the Wicked Witch. With luck, fast thinking, and teamwork, we are able to do just this. This scene takes place at his court.
I'm the great and powerful Oz. I will grant each of you one wish. I will grant you, Scarecrow, a brain. For you, Tin Man, I will give you a heart. Columbine, you will have courage. And Dorothy, I will get you back home as you wish. In exchange for all of these wishes, I just want one thing. What? I want you to kill the Wicked Witch Homens and bring me her broom so I know that she is certainly dead. Oh my! Absolutely. This is indeed how and why the norm of reciprocity impacts social interaction. I get the broom, and in exchange, each of you get the things you want.
Next, we will be taking a look at the conflict theory that was founded by Marx. This scene takes place in Emerald City, a capitalist society that is ruled by the great and mighty Wizard of Oz.
Hi there. My name is Toto Mark. Yes, I know that I am small, but you know what they say. Dynamite comes in small packages. Yes, my dear comrades, I have a great theory up my sleeve that will explain what is going on in Emerald City. And when I am done, I will tell you what the great oppressing Oz does not want you to know. To begin, have you noticed there is a divide in society? There is a division between the rich and the poor, or the have and the have-not. Society is in a continuous competition for power between the different classes. The more powerful exploit those with less. We will see how and why exploitation, alienation emerge and impact class conflict. In Emerald City, there is a divide between the wizard and his elite friends and business partners. I call them the bourgeoisie, and the working class, I call them the proletariat. Dorothy, Blooming Crow, T-Man Mead, Cowardly Hooey, and I, and the other working citizens in Emerald City are all proletariat. Here are some of the assumptions of my theory. Society is always in a state of conflict. Conflict is a result of trying to gain power. Social order is maintained by domination. Power lies in the hands of those who have the most political, economic, and social power. Those with power are focused on keeping that power. Those with power create the rules to serve their own needs. Unfortunately, the proletariats are dependent on the bourgeoisie for survival. We get paid from them. We are partly to blame for our own alienation because we get charmed by his great speeches of prosperity for all. We get locked into false consciousness thinking life is good. We have food on the table. The Oz is great and powerful because he throws a great Christmas party. Or he sends a card to one spouse after she has a baby. The idea is we should be grateful to make $7.35 per hour after all. There are people in Ethiopia that do not have food or shelter. And remember, the Oz will always take care of us. It is this thinking that explains how and why our ideology fosters false consciousness. Our false consciousness is how the bourgeoisie keeps us exploited and trapped. We become alienated inside our own bubble of reality. And this is what the great Wizard of Oz does not want us to know. You see, if we all band together, we can overthrow the Emerald City. We don't have to suffer anymore. We can be free, and I will show you how. Let me explain it to you in a way that is easy to understand. The reason Emerald City and the Great Oz have all the power, the only thing that makes them powerful is the fact that we obey. If we don't obey their rules, then what power do they have? We must take collective ownership and unite. We will unveil the Oz for the great fraud that he is. Come on, comrades. Let us unite for this cause and revolt.
I hope you have enjoyed your journey to Oz from a sociological perspective. We thank you for watching.